Good evening, Doug. This video's for you. It's 7:45 p.m. on this Wednesday evening. Let's go in the shop. Okay, Doug, I have here in my pocket a oscilloscope I bought in 2020. At the time I bought it on eBay, it was $37, and there's some change thereof, and now it's at least $10, $20 more. Comes in a nice zippered case with a built-in removable rechargeable battery. It comes with a USB cord and a maybe I should get my face up on top of this and try to look into the camera viewfinder here. BNC to alligator clips leads. The instruction, they're super tiny, and what I had to do is to take my snapshot camera and get a close-up of it. The one you have been looking at on Banggood, I don't buy from Banggood because they charge for shipping. I only bought from them once, I'll never buy again, because they say there's free shipping and then they hit me with shipping, so I'll never deal with them again. I deal with eBay only. But the one you have is a different model, but it's exactly the same thing here. So let's not look at the book, let's look at the unit itself. Been a while since I use it. There's a power switch on the bottom right here. And as you can see, it's a bright screen. Definitely, it's a white background. I think you can change that to a black background with a white trace. There's settings in here that you can do that. Mine is a different name than yours. This is a KUMAN, but the book has a different name on it, but it's all the same. As you can see, the buttons on here. Now, I want to put this down a minute, stop the recording. I want to show you. I'm going to hook it up to a function generator here, or a signal generator, either one. Alright, I'm going to hook the cable up here. BNC, which this comes with it. It's a short shielded wire. Trying to get into the viewfinder. That parallax error drives me nuts. I have my signal generator set to 455. Well, it could be a little bit off. I usually let these run for a while. Alright, as you can see, it's kind of a Rube Goldberg setup here. Alright, so let's get on to the macro here, so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, first of all, we got your AC and DC coupling, which is right here. Had to push it a little hard there. It's on AC now, see it? Just to the left of the auto. Okay, it's on AC coupling. There's a signal coming in. Now this ICO does not put out a sine wave. It never did. So now I had to experiment because I'm not too good at using digital scopes and stuff. I'm used to the analog, so now there's a gain of 5 volts over here. See it? 1x. You got the 1x and the 2x. One X and 10x rather. Okay, so when you put it on 10x, you can see the signal here. Now we're going to change the sweep rate. There's 20 microseconds per division, I guess is how you read it. Not too good at that sort of thing. Let me see where the... It's been a while since I used this. You have to excuse me. Mainly I wanted to show you how bright the screen is. It's constantly that bright. It's not one of these where the backlight goes out after a while. I have to experiment with the buttons because I don't know how to change that 200 microseconds there so you can see the waveform better. I am not sure what this up and down does. No, that don't change it. Okay. Alright, that's what does it. The right arrow and the left arrow. Left arrow changes the sweep rate 10 microseconds per division. 20, 50. See the waveform? It's changing and getting tighter. Okay. We go the other way. That's the kind of waveform I get on all my scopes, because the ICO has a terrible, terrible waveform. But I guess it's okay for radio. That is 455 KC. 458. See the frequency down there on the bottom right? So it's a frequency counter too. Okay, so that's not bad for the dial that's on the set on the ICO 324. That's not bad considering I just eyeballed it. That ICO's pretty darn steady. I like it. I don't like the waveform though. Okay, so yes, this scope will definitely work for you very well. It'll go up to 5 megahertz. It gets close to 5 megahertz. The waveform starts getting erratic. There are some YouTube videos on this. That's how I picked out the scope of these type of scopes. And even though the name may be different, they're pretty much the same. Just different manufacturers, I guess. So let's stop this now. Let me go, let me try to put this down so I can read the frequency. Try to get the frequency to go up here. Hang on a minute. Okay, I can't get as close as I did before. I could probably maybe hit the zoom button on this. I'm on an angle here, as always. Everything I do in video here, I'm always on a bad angle. All right, that's 458 KC. That's your IF frequency. Well, that's supposed to be. It's close enough. Let's go to. I'm changing the bands on the ICO. This scope is good for 5 megahertz or 5 megacycles. I'm from the old school. Let's go to band C. And let's go to 1.5 megacycles. That's 1.5. There's 1.5 way down in the corner. Can you see that? It's a pretty darn good little scope. That's 1.5 megacycles. Okay? Now we might be able to spread that waveform out a little bit. Yep. By dropping it down to can't read that. I think it's 1 millisecond. All right. So now we're going to go to We're going to step up the frequency all the way up to 3.5 megacycles. Let me go the other way. Yeah, okay, I'm going the right way. It's 3.5 megacycles. Let's see what we got here. 3.55. That's not bad because my ICO says 3.5. So, yep, that's not bad. So you can see at 3.5 megacycles, it's quite good. Now we're running on the ICO, of course. We can put the function generator on it and check the waveforms for that. All right, now with 3.5, the next band is 3.5 to 5. To 11 rather, I'm sorry. So the next band, I'm going to stop the recorder here a minute. I got to... Okay, that's 3.5. It says 3.48. Yeah, that goes pretty much on. All right, now we're going to start climbing. This is only good to 5 megahertz. So it'll get erratic. We go too much. I'm looking at the dial here. This is 4 megahertz, 4 megacycles. Yep, that's 4 megacycles. Look at the bottom right-hand corner of the scope screen. 4.5 megahertz or megacycles. All right. And there's 5. There's 5. Now you see what it's doing? See how that waveform is? When it gets around 5, it goes a little cuckoo. So we'll push it up a little bit, but you're not going to... This is designed to go max 5 megahertz. So that's it. Now you see it goes a little crazy when we try to push it to... That's supposed to be about 5.5. Yep. But it's still not bad. It's reading. Let me see. I don't think it'll go down any clearer. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay? But you see how that waveform is looking? See how every other one is like doing the hula dance? See the waveform? That's what happens when you go above 5 megahertz on this. But hey, man, I got no complaints about this thing. You know? And I got a good deal on it, $37, but you can't seem to touch it at that price. As a matter of fact, the vendor that the eBay seller that I got this from, it's not listed anymore. And I checked eBay, and the cheapest one is $47 and change. All right, let's go to the function generator now. All right, that's 12 cycles. All right. The gate is slow on this at these frequencies. It should be about 18 cycles right there. All right, that's from my function generator. Now, let's go to... I think it's looks like 176 cycles. 177. All right, and there you are right there. Okay. All right. Now let's go to square wave. And we got a high gain here. We got to turn it down. That's a square wave, 175 cycles. I'm reading 176 on my B&K 3011B. Close enough for government work. All right, let's go to sawtooth. And there's your sawtooth. Okay. So, we know what it can do on the high end. Let's put it back on sine wave. Let's go up to 1784. .784. Well, the scope won't read out the last digit. The function generator does. This don't. My regular frequency counter will read out. But now, let's see if I go the right way here. Yeah. We can examine the waveform by simply moving this button or this one. When you move this one, you're changing the sweep rate. See what you're doing here? Okay. Now there are a lot of other features on this scope that I have not learned, and the book is so hard to read. It's microscopic. Even though I took photographs of the pages, I have a hard time with it. If you ever can get a book on this scope, and I mean a good book that's big to read, let me know, because I'm not able to find one. So let's go up another little bit higher here. We go to 1798 kilocycles. 1798 kc, 17.9, of course, on the bottom right-hand corner. And there it is right there. Now you can see, it's a good little scope. Now you want to put more gain on it. You got the 1X and the 10X. This is on 1X now. 10X is off the screen. Okay? Now, it tells you in the book as a warning, you use it, I would recommend using an oscilloscope times 10 probe on it. Don't put in any more than 40 volts into the scope or you'll damage it. Use a oscilloscope probe set to the 10X position, so you don't burn out the scope. It tells you right there in the book. All right, I think that's going to end this video. Okay, it's time for me to go into the house. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hope this helps you, Doug. Take care.